So let's see. Sean, Ryan, Skylar, and Tyler do a podcast called The Shoot Show. Yeah, I bet you guys were in a lot of shoots. Oh yeah. It must be a really good show. A really, really good show. Must have at least, 8 fans? 8, what do virgins like to advertise? What's a virgin advertising demographic? Oh, do you guys kiss each other's hands? As Don Rickles would say, you hockey pucks. Nah, it's just a bunch of dumb names too. A bunch of idiots. Quote the Raven, nevermore.
I'm buff, I'm the stuff, and the girls just can't get enough. And I'm always in a shoot. Tyler and Skylar, you fucking suck. But Ryan and Sean are great.
And that's a shoot.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the Shoot Show. We're back after a little bit more of a pause than we intended, but we are back nonetheless for a little bit of Halloween Havoc action. I'm Ryan Clare. We're here for some spooky fun. Maybe a month late, it doesn't matter. We're all healthy now, more or less. Joining me, as always, it's Double T Tyler Toops. Man, how are you feeling this fall day?
The spooky train doesn't stop. You know, it's much in line with the Shoot Show to get our Halloween episode in right before Thanksgiving, and that's a gift to you, the listener. Everybody needs more spooky and less Christmas in their life.
You don't need to be thankful right now. You need to be scared.
Oh yes,
exactly. Have you watched the news? There's nothing to be thankful for. Be terrified.
No. Poop them dukes.
Horror. But what is most important and what we are actually truly thankful for is that we have the professional himself in the office. What would you say, percentage-wise, how are you feeling? That rattling cough, how are we doing, Sean?
Sorry. We're at about a 90%.
Good.
At a 90%.
We're doing okay. Lungs are still a little wheezy, but hey, I'm alive, you know? I'm still a little afraid of the Escape the Undertaker. So,
I think that's what gave you COVID.
You know,
it weakened. Yeah, for those of you who don't subscribe to the Shoot Show OnlyFans, Sean has unfortunately come down with the affliction. He's got the consumption. So we got the viruses. And but we're through it. We're healthy. We got our ivermectin all taken. Horse wormer through the veins. I'm kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, we just
I have
lost
a nice looking tail now.
We just lost our MeUndies. But not to get lost in the undies. It's Skylar Blank. How are you doing, sir?
I'm good. I'm still recovering from the Undertaker. I can't remember what happened. Did we die?
Mm-hmm. Dude, I don't know.
Escaped.
It sapped our life strength.
I think
Sean got Big E'd.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, we can get the power positivity back here. We'll
it's a great time. We're here. If you tuned in last time, we left the Undertaker's mansion with the explicit intent to hit some Halloween Havoc 1998 action, or 1997 action. I'm sorry, 1998 is always going to be there with the big pumpkin. I'm sorry.
I know.
1997 Halloween Havoc, which we teased a little bit of the card when we left you, but it looked like a great time. Since then, life happened, and but all said and done, we're here.
Yeah,
we're ready to get spooked out.
It's worth the wait, of
tradition.
Course. Fourth
annual.
We proudly present to you the 4th annual Shoot Show Halloween Havoc, and we went backwards, so this is 1997.
In reverse.
MGM Grand in Las Vegas.
Of course, Las Vegas.
Oh yeah, if anything,
every other WCW pay-per-view is going to be there.
It's what it takes sometimes to get Sean healthy enough to get back to the show. It's like, oh, it's in Vegas. Like, huh?
It's true. It's like chicken noodle
Vegas
soup.
Noodle soup.
Yeah. Oh, Vegas?
Of the very few wrestling events that have taken place in Las Vegas, we didn't have a whole lot to choose from, I'm sure. Jesus Christ.
The set this time...
I forgot that this was... Yeah, I was going to say I forgot at this time, in WWF at least, this was around the Bad Blood era. So Kane's debut and the Screwjob, this is right around that same timeline.
Which is crazy to think of.
Yeah. And I believe
it didn't seem like it.
We're just a month or two out from what would some would say is the biggest event in WCW history, Starrcade '97.
Is that only a month away?
And Yeah,
Okay,
he
no
had
wonder
not.
the
Sting had
title
not
wasn't
been.
online.
Wasn't it December '97? I may be telling tales out of school, but yeah, I mean, at this point, we were getting teased by Sting. They were trying to capitalize on it as much as possible. I think if we had a Sting counter up through the entire event, we would have hit triple digits.
We should.
They were talking Sting all night, and he was that great unknown and the foil to the heel controversy that commentary could not drop all night long. And this is a great glimpse at what WCW was doing at the time, because it was sponsor heavy, it was flash and panache, it was
Jim.
we had the
Just
ladies out, we had everybody.
Slim fucking Jim.
Oh, if anything, this was not WCW Halloween Havoc
No.
1997. This was Halloween Havoc 1997 by Slim Jim.
Very
This
much
was,
so.
It was all
Was
Slim
this-
Jim all the time.
Was this peak Slim Jim? Like, was this the greatest time for Slim Jim?
For sure.
It may be.
Oh,
For
yeah.
sure. The
It-
branding
oh, yeah.
here. I was not as impressed with this set, obviously, like knowing the 98 set is like it just jumps the shark for every other kind of event like this.
Jesus, look, it's just right here. Just two Slim Jim logos right there.
But
Yeah, it really is just sandwiching.
the announced commentator team that you get for this is absolute gold. You got Dusty Rhodes,
Dream
Tony Schiavone, and Bobby the Brain Heenan, who are then joined off and on by Mike Tenay, and you can't do much better than this.
Was
Like,
Mike
well,
just
yeah.
like in a room by himself, and they like,
Yeah, where do they
all right,
put him?
Mike, we're gonna let you talk for like 30 seconds, so you better make it good, buddy.
yeah, he's in a cellar underneath Heenan.
As he should be.
Yeah, he's like he's in the little Costanza cubby beneath the table. They got him a mic ran down there. He's fine. He's got water.
It's weird because you'd be so used to hearing Tony Schiavone back then, but I'm so used to hearing Tony Schiavone now with
Yeah.
AEW that it's crazy that it's like it's such a strange crossover to it's like, oh yeah, it's Tony Schiavone, like he's just everywhere now.
Glad
It
to have him
really
back.
is, and to right here have this legend sandwich first right out of the gate. Looking back through history, it's just incredible what WCW. It just really goes to show you, with enough money, you can do anything you want.
No doubt,
It's
no
great.
doubt. They're spending a lot of money. Well, we start off with we kick off with a real spooky match. That's Yuji Nagata with Sonny Ono
Yuji?
versus Ultimo Dragon.
I believe it's Yuji.
Asterisk
Nagata.
by that name. Asterisk by Ultimo.
Then the kind of story that they're telling here is that Sonny Ono and Ultimo Dragon had a falling out, and I guess Sonny's just been kind of sending heaters after him. And this is one of them. Yuji Nagata is, a badass, and
he's
a big scary guy, big strong lad.
he's still going today.
Oh.
I just watched him like a month ago in
He
New
is.
Japan.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Yeah,
It's a
one of
picture.
two big Japanese names that are still somehow throwing their bodies around. And yeah, I don't know if you guys, watched at this time in '97 as a kid, but I had no clue who anybody was.
Correct.
With all these multi-syllabic names, but I enjoyed every single one of
I
them.
wasn't catching
like, even down to the
pay-per-views,
video games, their moveset
but,
was so
I was
different. Oh
watching.
no, I've gone into how I
Yeah.
procured. But Sonny Ono, I legitimately confused with Sonny Bono at the time as a kid. When I heard Sonny Bono died, I was devastated. Found out it wasn't Sonny Ono. Was still pretty sad because I knew who shared
Did love that song.
it was.
He's a slightly less sad.
Yeah, well, I mean, my thoughts went to Ultimo immediately.
I thought it was really cool. This got to be the first match of the night, and it was like a pretty long match too. Like it wasn't super short.
It's
Yeah, not just under 10 minutes.
you could
Yeah, it felt a
almost
little longer.
rank this
Maybe that's
event
why.
in like opposite order of
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah, for sure.
Like the first couple of matches right here, and then it just gets worse from there.
Well, I mean, it goes heavy on down to
pretty-
match 4, I would say.
There's a definite slide, but this match starts off like lightning quick. Like they get into it right
For
away.
sure.
And Yuji Nagata is a
Yeah.
lot bigger than Ultimo Dragon. Like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
crazy.
And yeah, Nagata, they're throwing these legitimate kicks. It was like, it's kind of like that Simpsons scene. I'm gonna be doing this, and if you're in the space that I start to fill and you get kicked, that's your
I'll
fault.
be doing this. And then,
A windmill in the arm.
I hope people.
Like, yeah, these are some legit shots throwing. Go ahead, Scott.
I hope people liked this back then because I just thought it was really cool they had these two dudes just wrestling. In WCW, the opening match was these two dudes, not NWO.
I don't know. I think we appreciate it now.
I did notice there was
then,
there's a girl in the front row in black who is absolutely disinterested.
Yes.
And I'm so annoyed that she's there. She's not even looking half the time. She's just looking off to the side. And it's a waste of a seat.
Yes. She got excited when
that's her
DDP
right
and
there,
Randy Savage were by her, but besides that, nothing all night.
Yeah, I mean, not even for Alex Wright when he comes out. You don't pee and get the little peepers out for Alex Wright. Jesus, lady.
The tiny little opera glasses.
Yeah, get the little binoculars. I say. But yeah, this right here is a great example of where to place your unknown guys for unknown. I say that about Ultimo Dragon. They were fucking world's famous. To the American Southern wrestling crowd, these are maybe the guys they're least familiar with, but it's going to be the most fun, the fastest, explosive, like ooh-ah kind of match of the night, maybe. So put those first off. You get everybody's excited, halfway drunk, a little bit horny, and they're going to watch these Japanese guys have a great match. It's exciting.
I don't know if I think I tended to think Ultimo Dragon was just like a Mexican wrestler or whatever, like a luchador. I don't know if
I always thought so too.
I don't know if I really realized.
I know. I didn't either until I started researching and, find out it's Asai, and he literally named the Asai moonsault. Like, oh, it's that guy. Okay.
That's ballsy.
Yeah.
I believe, we're all racist. We thought, because I did as a kid. I did the same thing. Any luchador wearing a bright clothes.
It's the mask. Like
luchador.
I think there's only one time that Dusty calls him Ultimate Dragon in this one, but he definitely does at one point. Like, and it's great. I love Dusty. Like, I wish I could get Dusty as a commentator on everything.
Oh yeah.
Was it Road Wild? What did we watch? Like 96,
yeah,
I think.
So,
he had just met both, but I guess he had just met Rey Mysterio and Ultimate Dragon.
Mythteriouth.
Because he was Rey Mythteriouth and Ultimate Dragon.
in his like cut off denim, like the outfit that he had on, like it was amazing.
There is a weird spot where Tenay comes in the middle of the match or near the end of the match, and he starts telling us, "Oh well, Ultimo Dragon has bone chips in his elbow." By the way, just so you know. And then like right after that, Yuji starts attacking.
He starts working the
said
arm.
elbow. Like, how interesting.
He's like, we are listening.
Yeah.
So, we're at 7 minutes. I need to make this comment.
Which is great, like to know of that, but the crowd, like they don't know any better. They don't know something's going on with his arm, and it was weird to present it like midway through the match, which ultimately spells his downfall.
There were some incredible spots in here. We just saw him springboard. It looked like he was just getting out of the ring and catch a kick into the midsection just in time for Raven.
Yeah, we cut out to see it.
And that's when I
would
have popped for as a kid.
Raven and his group shows up. This is like the proto flock. They don't even know like to call them the flock at this point. They're just like, I'm gonna call them his flunkies. It's his flunkies or something.
There we go. The namesake, I saw you moonsault.
I was a little upset when they started showing the flock because I was enjoying this match, but they didn't show him again during this fight, so it was alright.
Yuji,
dude, you got to get them walking.
Yuji works stiff too. Like Yuji was laying in those kicks. I like. There's a fan here that's waving, like trying to fan him with a sign. That's great. That's great.
Ultimo Dragon was known for being a little stiff too, man. If you're, like I said, if you happen to be standing where I'm kicking, I'm just saying.
God, I'm trying to like.
But Nagata, after working Ultimo's arm, he gets an arm bar, and Dragon taps out pretty fast.
Yeah, it was pretty quick.
Is that a Fujiwara? I always want to say Fujiwara armbar just because it's the most fun.
I'm gonna say yes,
but I can.
Yeah, that's my. Is that your favorite kind of apple? A Fujiwara apple?
Yeah, Fujiwara.
But yeah,
at what point didn't Ultimo Dragon use the Dragon Sleeper though? I was sad to not see the Dragon.
He did a Dragon Screw, which is great. He was hitting all of his Dragon moves. He had them all mapped to the face buttons, which is a good way to.
You can't do a sleeper if you got bone chips though. That's
it's gonna make it difficult, especially if he's been working the arm.
Yeah.
I think Tenay was in on it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's past information.
And
so
directly after he taps out, we get Disco Inferno.
Yeah, pause that shit.
Hold on. I don't know if it's required for every mid-90s pay-per-view to have someone like haphazardly like fake typing at a computer to demonstrate what the internet is, but literally every pay-per-view has this. Because they have WCWWrestling.com on there, and just a very confused intern just tapping away at whatever he's doing on his laptop, not connected.
So their
to anything.
web address is www.wcwwrestling.com.
Is that still live?
It is World Championship Wrestling.com. That's your domain.
I also to throw back. I like to see scumbag Mark Madden. And Scumbag Disco Inferno.
Scumbag.
Is Disco Inferno a scumbag?
And absolute, possibly scumbag intern, who's at a laptop in 1997 that's not plugged into anything. Like, oh yeah, you're on the internet. Like, what? You got wireless?
We can't see that one side. Oh yeah, there's nothing plugged in the back. I see
nothing plugged into the back. Like, it definitely.
I have Googled. Is Disco Inferno a scumbag? The results are inconclusive. I challenge that assertion.
Know. Yeah, I would Google Glenn Gilberti scumbag, and but
opinion on women's wrestling.
He's got some
scumbag.
Some strong
scumbag.
Opinions.
But don't go to WCWWrestling.com because it's now just a spam.
Nice.
Site.
Well, this is a Mac. Let's fucking go. Wrestling.com.
So yeah, you get a backsstage and Disco. We
Security
find out
alert.
Pornography.
We find out that Disco Inferno is going to be wrestling a woman later on. He's gonna make history. First time ever a man wrestling a woman, which I guarantee is not the first time that's ever happened in Vegas.
I was gonna say
not the 1,000th time.
Is Andy Kaufman not a man? Or was it in WCW?
Oh yeah, that's
but
true.
Jacqueline,
that was WWF
Jacqueline shows up in the middle of this, and she starts yelling at Disco, and she gets up and then she's yelling at Mark, and she gets up and chases him up over the table, and then while she's attacking him, then she knocks Mark down. He falls trying to get over to her, and this absolutely tickles Dusty up and down. Like Dusty, he says, "She knocked Mark Madden down. His big old butt went flying."
Big old butt. I wish we could get a clip of that.
Like Dusty,
man,
Dusty is loving it.
Mark Maron is what I looked like, in high school when I had to dress up. It was that uncomfortable tucked-in button-down. And well, still do, kind of. It's very uncomfortable, and I sympathize for him, but he's a piece of
At one point, Disco says that a woman's place is in the home, and I can guarantee you that's not the first time he said that.
Yeah, he said it far too casually.
Yeah.
To be, so yeah, that's any time that I get to see like something like that and Dusty fall down, and Sick Boy and Stevie Richards and Billy Kidman in the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
And Hogan
just
Fierce
looking
man
absolutely
splat.
strung out.
Yeah,
it's
they look gross. They probably have coronavirus.
So
who's this fresh-faced baby boy making his way to the ring right now?
Yeah, to the second match we have. This is an unscheduled match. We've got Ghetto versus Lionheart Chris Jericho.
They called it a unadvertised bonus match.
So Ghetto is a guy that is one of the more prolific people that you're really ever going to come across. Like the dude, he debuted in New Japan in '89. He's still working there now, managing like the Bullet Club.
He's the booker.
Yeah, he won 8. He's an 8-time recipient of Best Booker Award from the Pro Wrestling Observer.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's won crazy amounts of titles and shit like that. He was already really accomplished by the time he even got here in '97. Like he'd won a bunch of belts. Like it's crazy that a career he's had. He looks mildly retarded.
He looks a little.
He could be one heavy. I don't know, but he did team with Jericho in Japan. He had, they have good chemistry. You can see it from the start. And I don't know about how he worked otherwise.
He's got a wide ass tiny shirt on, a yellow. He's got mustard from head to toe. He's a mustard tiger.
Mm-hmm.
He is teasing with a midriff exposing shirt. It's actually more back than midriff.
Yeah, he's got a crop top.
I don't know if it's crop top because it more rides up the back. Yeah. It's showing you more lumbar than it is belly button. I'm not real sure about it. See the way it hangs?
Yeah,
it's I was like, look at this definition. That's pretty great. But he's working Jericho. I think Jericho. I'm not sure who's the good guy in this match. I'm not sure it matters.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
they seem to like
Jericho appears
more.
frustrated.
I think it's
he's
just
white. Yeah, that's true.
Talk about like two guys who in '97 were wrestling that would still be like topical as fuck in 2021.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, it's the second Japanese talent sent over who is apparently indestructible because this was not a slow rest hold match.
No.
Both of these guys went pretty hard. For how long was it? It was not another super short one. 7 minutes and 18
That
seconds.
only for 7 minutes. They felt longer.
Well, I mean, a lot of the other matches, there's a lot of shenanigans going on in between. So this one is just like full stop. Like there's no waiting. There's no a lot of rest holds. It's just action.
No.
Yeah, a very cool escape by Jericho just then, picking up his own foot and using the leverage to and his leg strength to break the hold. Gedo had his arms tied up. That was pretty fucking cool. But I will say Gedo had some misfires through this match.
I would say
there was a Hurricane Rana attempt that almost killed everyone.
I've got it right here. Well, did you?
Yep. Sean? No, you're about to hit on it. It was a super Frankensteiner.
Yeah. At 24 minutes and 30 seconds, Jericho tries the craziest Frankensteiner off the top of the turnbuckle, but for some reason Gedo is standing straight up. And
it is.
And
he
Gedo
does not
blocks it. As
he scouted it.
say.
He scouted it.
He
blocked it really
blocked
good.
it.
Scouted that,
and
but,
then
oh gosh, it's so brutal. I can't.
I mean, I feel like he was like degrees of rotation from like stunning himself right on his head. Like I think he managed to
backstage
hit more of his face than like the top of his head. But like that was scary. I was just in the middle of my notes. I'm typing out, "Damn, Jericho is such a great wrestler." And then I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah, wait a minute. Well, whose fault was that?
Yeah.
Like, did Gedo not know that he was supposed to, like, flip?
I think it was because of that fucking shirt. I think that shirt fucked him up.
I mean, maybe.
I've never... do they usually stand straight up whenever they're doing a Hurricane Rana? Because usually they're like... One guy's like sitting on the turnbuckle and the other guy's standing straight up. That's what was confusing me.
It was really...
I'm not sure if maybe Jericho didn't get seated right on him when he hopped up, and Gedo didn't feel right about
it could have been the
twisting
shirt.
with
You're
him.
probably right.
No
his,
telling.
His pants maybe like slipped. I don't know. It was
real
brutal.
scary. Yeah, it was really
Backstage
scary.
Backstage sources say that Kurt Hennig was in a dead sleep at the moment, but sensed the under rotation and was jolted awake. But he couldn't get there in time. Just put some knees under him. That's not true. I just made that up entirely.
That was
safe
holds
work
up like
was
the Undertaker. So I think we're about to look like Gedo goes for a top rope drop kick that Jericho easily sidesteps.
Yep.
And just rolls him right over into the Lion Tamer, and Gedo immediately taps out.
Deep.
Like
deep on that neck.
Yeah. He had that strength in.
There's levels of commitment to that Lion Tamer where like when he's turning like your kind of chest, but it's like when it's on right on your neck, like that's pretty bad. I think
this is payback for him having to fall on his neck.
These kids had the best seat of the entire night.
real.
These guys that congratulate Jericho after
There's
like,
a dude in a Papa Shango.
tongue.
Look at this dude in the Papa Shango.
This fucking guy is owning
airbrushed,
the world.
airbrushed Papa Shango sweater. Let's do a replay of the botch, guys.
He just falls.
Yeah.
Jericho flips, but he just face plants.
This is like really bad. These are the two spots that I probably would not have shown a replay of. Those two spots because they would make them look even worse.
Well, no, he scouted it.
That would have been super cool.
Jericho
if he caught him, though.
he just like kind of turned and was like tap his like ankle as it's like going like he was nowhere near hitting that.
Yeah, he was traumatized. Well, no, that was he had no idea that in the years to come he would receive a vicious drop kick to the thumb.
Oh my God, from
Don't
China.
even talk about it.
Oh, now we're drifting into some good shit
Backstage
here, fellas.
with the meanest,
some valuable stuff.
The meanest of jeans. Shoot show favorite Mean Gene is backstage with potential shoot show dark horse favorite Deborah.
Yeah. I did not know she was still in WCW at this time. This is like heyday of Austin, and she's not there yet.
She doesn't even know
Well, she
him
ain't
yet.
coming around when the hard times.
She's rocking the sash here and the crown that says she's the queen of WCW.
She's the queen, and she is hammered up.
She looks like the
really
queen
hard.
of a trailer park, but I'm with it.
She sounds it too.
Yeah, I think she was just on this side of 40 in 1997, looking
She
fantastic.
really? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so here comes,
Wow.
she's talking shit about Mongo. So Mongo comes up, and
Out
he's
of
talking
nowhere.
shit about her.
Well,
he's like,
why-
if you're going to talk shit about me, and you're going to talk shit about this place, and you're going to talk shit about me, then you can take that fucking ring off your finger, you stupid bitch. You right there.
Like so
you
many-
fucking whore.
Why
Like-
were they in the men's locker room interviewing? Like, he was probably over there tying his shoes, and they were doing the interview right there. And he's like,
Yeah.
wait a minute.
What are you doing here?
Oh.
Literally.
But
The queen
Like
of
so
WCW
many
can walk
horsemen
around
before him. Like so many horsemen before him, he walks into frame with his back almost completely parallel to the camera. Just like
yeah, the
didn't
roll up.
If he didn't have his name embroidered on his jacket, you wouldn't know who
Yeah.
he is.
But
I don't know, that ponytail's pretty.
He looks like
He just looked at me like it was.
He looks
Oh,
like
I'm
what's
sorry,
the name of the
camera
guy that was the like the
Whoa.
bad guy in fucking like Kindergarten Cop or something. He kind of looks like that.
why are
and-
we on
and the-
Mongo's side though? Like, he's got a valid point. She won't give back. I mean, the rings, whatever. But like,
It's
why
kinda
is he still
fucked up.
paying for her credit cards if they're getting divorced?
Yeah.
Yikes.
That's true.
And they would get divorced about a year from this point. They get divorced in October of '98. So I don't know if it was like that was like art imitating life, but
Maybe.
It's a work shoot,
yeah,
brother.
yikes, yikes to all that. But on to other stuff. Well, the match after this is
Oh,
the
man.
most iconic match of this entire pay-per-view. It's Rey Mysterio versus Eddie Guerrero, and Rey is in his iconic purple outfit with the mask connected.
Yes.
Question marks.
Yeah, let me be that jerk
Come on.
just right off the
Oh
top
my
because
God.
I did
Jerk.
the same thing
Oh
to
my
the
God.
GTA remaster. The suit is not as nice looking as I remembered it up
Okay.
close. It looks like it's smudged just a little
Mindy
bit.
was,
Like they
Mindy
might
said it
have.
looked stupid.
Somebody's loving Tia might have done.
Mindy said
this.
it looked stupid, and I was
What?
kind of
She
like,
said
well,
it looked what?
stupid.
It's a.
It was the harshest snap back into reality, dude. And oh, there goes gravity. When I saw that,
It looks like a
suit-
washout Batman villain. Like, I like it, and I will agree it's iconic, but things can be iconic and still not necessarily, like, that great.
I swear to God, it was embroidered in 1997. I remember it being a lot nicer.
Yeah.
Ryan getting
I still think it
Mandela
looks
effect
awesome.
slapped back into reality.
But
But, like-
actually, no, that was a purple urban camo pattern.
Purple
it
urban
wasn't
camo.
like a mysterious, intricate pattern at
those
all.
dudes
It
are
was
pumped.
urban camo that he got at Fubo.
I love Eddie Guerrero so fucking much, man. Like,
he's
this-
such a
Eddie's-
stain
I will
on his
say it-
face.
Eddie's cruiserweight here. He's vascular as fuck. He's looking already
yeah.
kind of like pre-juiced.
Vascular.
Absolute, like
he's-
the crowd hates the fuck out of him.
He's got a lot of juice.
It was before he really leaned into that, character Eddie Guerrero, and he was just a badass Guerrero. He still was. He did some silly shit in WCW. He had some whiny promos like that
LWO
would
shit.
get that easy heat. Yeah, for sure. But this right here displayed that just that anger that I remember, that pinchy face that carried over into the video games. It made such a mark. I'm not going to make fun of this kid because I
That kid
almost did, and then I had second
Did
thought.
not take that.
sure
did
about
not take that mask off
Not
the rest
sure
of the
about
night.
The thing that I really remarked.
We're forgetting that people are watching it.
Rey
Yeah.
Mysterio
Child.
gave a fan a mask like he usually does, and that kid did
Yeah,
not take
and
it
the
off.
kid-
He came out with one around his neck so he could give it to a fan because his is built in. This
Yeah,
is
the kid had one of those faces that your parents told you couldn't make.
This
fun of.
is a mask
So,
match.
you don't leave
This
it
is
on.
what we're getting told
Yes.
by Mike today. This is Rey Mysterio's ninth mask match.
Why
And
does he do that to
won
himself?
all 8 of them.
If it's so important, why is he always putting it on the line?
I don't know.
Because that shows how much
Just
of a
don't.
badass he is.
That's true.
It is like in his 12-year
can't really-
career, he has had
yeah.
9 mask matches.
One of the
Over his
things
game.
that I really was most struck by in this match, in addition to how great it is Eddie wrestles stiff. Damn, everything
Extremely.
Eddie does, he lays that shit in, brother.
Yep, it's with purpose.
I mean, and
it's
especially-
calculated. It's
Crossbody to the
Especially
outside.
with a
doesn't
guy-
just look real good doing it. No, I
Yes,
It-
yes.
Porque no los dos.
Ooh,
This is.
that was.
I would say that these guys just jive in such a way
Yeah.
that you don't see with other people. Maybe ever again.
This is a
Like, I don't
this
know.
is a deserving one of the Fight Forever chant, if there ever was one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like they're taking liberties with each other because I feel like they have that chemistry and they know where it's coming from. Because you're right, Eddie looks stiff. tonight, and that plays into him being a heel because
does.
Rey Mysterio is an undeniable
Yes.
face. He's that little guy, and this was exciting.
Yes.
He did some shit in this match that I remember the first time I saw it. It was the tope con hilo to head scissors.
Yes,
to the outside.
Yes,
Oh my
yes.
Like,
god!
are you
Yeah.
kidding me?
This match,
Like in 1997, that had been done like maybe 4
Right.
times already.
this
Maybe.
match, you can definitely watch it and see that so many guys of wrestling today watched this and was like, oh, okay,
Like this
Yeah.
is it.
Yeah, this is what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
And the unfortunate thing is, as fun as it is to watch, if you get 3 hours of it, it's no fun.
you
to
know,
watch. Like
Yeah.
that's the magic. You got to have them dudes that do it and do it well.
And
But I can talk about the young Bucks.
see that this
negatively
move wherever
other days.
Ray was doing
Eddie,
the moonsault,
Eddie did like
Eddie
a
just
side
caught him
cartwheel. Yeah.
and just did the back suplex. That I don't know, I love that move a lot.
Eddie came out to some pretty good heat. And
Yes.
you can tell throughout the match, it just grows and grows. Like they have like we hate Eddie chants like at the end of the match. Like it
Yeah.
just,
Oh,
he
for
builds
sure.
it himself because
He's
you
ripping
can
at the
tell
mask.
First it was
like,
Eddie
how
sucks.
much of a shithead he is. Yeah.
To we
Um,
hate Eddie.
Well, yeah, just his body language. He's snapping his head every time he looks around. Those fucking shoulders are just
That's
popping.
the,
Everything is
he
built
does.
with
That's the
backbreaker.
the tilt-a-whirl backbreaker that he does. It's just so perfect, man. Like the rotation and everything. Like it's
Eddie, and it's
Clinic.
going to sound like it just because we're sitting here watching it, but Eddie does have those moves that are noticeable. They're the simple moves that he does better than anybody else. Snap suplex.
Drop
He does a
kicks.
quick brain buster that's amazing.
Yeah.
The tilt-a-whirl back
Yeah.
flip, or back breaker. It
does
reminds me
a,
of like the Rhodes family power slam.
he does a
Or
pump handle.
It's just noticeable.
He does a pump handle backbreaker here in a second. That's also really good. But the whole time he's ripping at the mask. It's so fucking disrespectful. Like
So mean.
It's like the nastiest fucking shit you could do. Like they're wrestling for that match, and he's already like ripping it off. Like that's
And
such a.
He does it the
really rude.
whole time.
It's
like
such an asshole
every
move.
chance he gets, he's pulling that mask a little bit more every
Yeah.
time.
It's such a great nobody like Eddie was one in a million, and I definitely think that he deserves all the praise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Ray
Ray's
too,
such a
but-
top
He was
tier
just
seller
getting
too.
how
Like
many-
look at
How many tributes did he get? Not even last Saturday night. Like, that
All
was
the time,
amazing.
yeah. It's like like Sean was saying. I mean, like everybody was watching this.
Here we go. Pump handle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is
Bam.
gorgeous. Oh, pump handle backbreaker.
Yes.
It's the shit that he does is fun to watch, but it looks like it would just ruin your entire month.
And
Like that's
and
what
they
they
do a really cool thing here where
Yes,
like
this
as we're
is-
watching it where like Eddie is like I think he's pulling Ray up. They're
Yeah,
like they
this
count
was-
to 2 and he's holding Ray's hands and he's pulling him up. Like
Very-
again, the
very
chemistry.
sweet.
And
Like
goes
if,
in a
if,
full mount. Yeah.
if
This is
and
one
he
of my
puts them
favorite
balls
spots.
in his
yeah,
face.
if you
where-
were gonna watch just a match from this, unquestionably this match is the one to watch.
Oh yeah, this is like a top 10 all time
For
match.
sure.
This is like
Chemistry
Tony-
makes
it gets.
matches. Chemistry
Tony-
makes matches, and
Yeah.
talent and chemistry meet here in the best possible way.
boom, there it is. Pushes him off, bounces off the ropes.
monkey flip over up to
backflip,
the top
DDT,
rope
like,
springboard. Oh my god.
Insane.
Ray hits the
It's-
most perfect DDT you'll ever see off the ropes. It was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know until Eddie hit that 5 into the DDT to win the world championship.
Shut up!
Yeah,
Shut
I'm
up!
just kidding.
Tony called it though. He called it in 1997. He said this was one of the greatest title matches of all time on pay-per-view history. Dude, yes, literally, still
Mm-hmm.
2021.
Absolutely.
It's like,
And
I think to be fair,
and
he
I-
said that about every single match.
yeah, I know, but he called it, this was real. He did say that.
But
this is the
is
greatest.
the
pay-per-view.
Cruise
Cruiserweight
97.
division?
It's the greatest
This
night
is
in the history of our
WCW
sport.
97. Like, you know. It speaks to how well
Eddie
well
Eddie
said.
at one point goes for he gets Ray in a tree of woe and he goes for a basement drop kick and he slides butt first, crotch first into the ring post and that's great.
It's not the first time we'll see crotch and ring post meet tonight.
Yeah, and look at the photographer in the bottom right of that would be around the 40-minute mark. Photographer right by Eddie in the perfect position to get the shot. Oh, Oh, my
There it is.
balls.
Oy, mis huevos.
And like his grin beforehand, like as he's about to do it, and his expression afterwards once he hits it, it's perfect.
Chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I
there's
can't.
so much emotion and selling to appreciate in this
And then-
match, and then we just get these
Ray
crazy
vaults
free fall
over-
jumps from Rey Mysterio that nobody had seen before.
Ray vaults over the
And-
ring post to.
And at this point, yeah, they're just starting to wear each other down to the point where everything it be in that old timey feeling when everybody's laying on the floor and they can't get up, and the announcers are screaming. That was my most vivid memories of wrestling. I don't know if he's gonna get there.
There's enough of Ray's mask ripped open that I can remember what Ray looks like.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, I remember his
beautiful.
little face.
He's so beautiful.
His little old
And
face.
cute little button nose.
His little old butt nose. His pequeño nose. But this
the other
was a
the
great
other
match,
spot,
huh?
I think Ryan mentioned it, was that top rope flip into the head scissors on the outside. Just incredible stuff.
Yeah.
Look,
For sure.
Tope con
Yeah, and at the end of the match,
Excalibur
at
would
the
say.
end of the match, Eddie goes for like a razor's edge into a power bomb type, and then
Off the top
Ray
rope,
reverses it, into what a kind of Hern Karana Frankenstein should look like.
Frankensteiner.
Yeah.
Yeah, how it should be, and
We're in
into
WCW.
a into a
and that
pin.
was,
Yeah, and
I believe that was his finish at the time,
Yeah.
and that was.
I
Beautiful.
didn't know he did win the cruiserweight belt because I was having trouble. Like they okay, yeah, I was gonna say I must have
Yeah,
looked
'cause
away.
because
he's-
it was
Celebrated.
title versus mask.
He had the audacity to be happy after winning the title.
How old was
Oh.
Dominic at this point?
I don't think Dominic was even born.
I don't think he was
yet.
alive. Yeah, I
I'll
don't.
say
He
it's
may be
like
like
Negative
baby.
3.
No way.
Oh no,
Dominic
he was born. So he was born on April 5th, 97. So he's just a
What?
few months old.
Wow.
Oh baby
Wow.
niño
Baby.
Dominic. Oh pequeño
mijo.
niño.
That's why Eddie was so upset he hadn't seen his son.
Yeah, he didn't see
in
his-
so long
his
since he's been born.
Damn, Ray's daughter is banging.
But yeah, Ray
She's
wins.
20. I don't care.
All time match.
That's Ray's daughter. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying anything. Just it's appreciation. Somebody drives a nice car. You'd be like, that's a nice ass car.
You were stealing games at Blockbuster at that time.
No comment.
So yeah, we go back into Mean by God
Yeah,
Gene.
Mean Gene and the
he's
hotline.
promo and that hotline.
Chilling that
boy.
hotline,
Call
I
now
know.
for another message from the WCW.
Mindy was like, "Oh my God,
I
you
love
remember hotlines?" So I was like, yeah,
Right.
the Corey Haim hotline.
Was it after
But
that?
I think here's where we get Hogan and Bischoff.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, I want everybody to appreciate how not ready or not cued in
Yes.
these
That
guys
was the
were for their
first
segment.
thing. They're just standing there, and then they start pretending like they're mid conversation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That is-
So anyway, I said to him, like, motherfucker, somebody yelled
So it
"go"
says
to
to Mabel,
these
I said.
idiots.
I know. Bischoff was just staring off into nothingness. Just all of a
This
sudden,
is-
oh yeah, touch
He is-
muscles.
You know what's going through Eric Bischoff's mind right now?
Nothing.
Seething rage.
Women on a
Just
skateboard.
absolute seething rage for whatever technical director or line producer, some bullshit did not give him his
Oh,
count
'cause
in.
the
And
whole-
then Son's like, "Oh, you're on."
Yeah,
He is
because the
fucking
whole time
furious,
during
you
this,
can
he's
tell.
just like, you could tell he's not thinking about what Hogan's saying or anything. He's
Nope.
nodding his head, but he's looking off in the distance.
Well, it's also because Bischoff, he does his part. He has there's reason and purpose to what he's saying. He has a script and has looked at it. Hogan is just fucking
Because
That's
you.
not hard.
He's just doing
stream of consciousness talking about whatever he sees in the room. Well, I got my muscles right here, and there's fibers in there, which I eat fiber 1 for a cereal, and I usually
It's-
2% milk for my cereal, which comes from these cows in California on this farm where I've been. He just
It's like Jeff
goes
Goldblum from South
wherever he
Park.
wants.
Yeah, like I was saying to Tyler, Bischoff's eyes and my eyes gloss over when Hogan's talking.
This
As
segment
they
is
should.
interminable. I don't know how long it is, but my guess would be that it's
Too long.
roughly 40 to 50 minutes long.
Yeah, just this
From
promo.
40
Just
47
these two ass bags fucking dick jagging at each other. I hate it.
About nothing.
It was bad.
Yeah.
That is a solid 4 minutes of TV time that they just got for that
Also-
promo that should have been a 30-second
So
stand.
Hogan had gloves on that were just missing random fingers. I don't
Yeah,
understand
his
what was up
pinky
with
and
that.
then his thumb.
So the whole gist of that was that they weren't going to wrestle unless WCW would put it in writing that Sting wouldn't be there. Mm-hmm. That's the whole 4 minutes of that. They could have just said, "Look, we're not going to wrestle unless Sting. You can promise us Sting won't be there."
Hey, people pay to listen to Hulk ramble on for 4 minutes.
Because, dude,
this is what you get. This is what you're paying for, brother.
These muscles are going to make
it's like
you.
It's like getting off the phone with your mom because it starts to get higher pitched. Well, I guess I'll let you go. But I will say, dude, you know, brother, I got these. It's just you can't escape.
It's okay because you can have a nice palate cleanser now. What a way to follow that up with a little bit of Mongo.
Yeah,
Mongo McMichael.
Forget all that shit. Here comes Mongo.
Mongo McMichael, the worst horseman ever.
Good.
I will put him below fucking Tony Roma or whatever, like fucking Paul Roma.
Guy?
Yeah.
I was like, wow, I mean, he was great on commentary. He really reads the defense well.
Oh, whatever. Like, yeah. I can't even think of his name.
This is Tyler's personal opinion on Mongo, not Shoot Show's opinion.
Wasn't McMichael? Wasn't Steve McMichael? Wasn't Steve McMichael like a real sweet boy though? Wasn't he like everybody liked
sure.
him?
I don't care.
They had to have.
He just couldn't do shit.
Sucks.
Yeah, he's fucking terrible.
Fuck him.
What did he do to you? Did you meet him one time and he fucking
he wrestles like shit. And that's what he is. And he's married to Deborah McMichael. That's what sucks.
There's a big build-up.
But Alex Wright, come on,
for his opponent.
Get excited.
Das Wunderkind.
We don't know who it is. Deborah's gonna bring someone out, and everyone's wondering. There's a big mystery opponent, and Tony goes, "Oh, it's Alex Wright."
Oh, okay. Alex Wright.
Like,
I thought you were.
Oh yeah, okay. It's Alex Wright. Like no one give a shit that it was Alex.
They're like,
Wright.
I heard they signed The Rock. I heard they signed Stone Cold.
I heard it's gonna be
Alex Wright.
Yeah.
But nothing against Alex Wright. He is probably one of the more underrated people in WCW at the time. And I say that with a whole heart of love. Every time I see him, he did go to WWF.
I don't think so. Did he?
No.
Did he?
I don't know.
I can't remember if it was him.
Fact check that.
He might have just went. I think he continued wrestling, but every time I watched him, it always started like, man, who the fuck is this guy? And I'm like, oh, but damn. Yeah. It's like. He's fun to watch,
wrestle,
but God,
dance.
that gimmick is horrible.
Ugh.
In a world where there's already a Disco Inferno, you can't be doing this shit.
Well, he's doing weird.
I mean, he's a better wrestler, but he's not a better dancer.
This match is obviously not good.
Yeah,
they basically stall for Mongo for most of the time.
The professional, the professionality to that.
But it turns into even worse dog shit. It very quickly unravels.
I have one note for this match, and it's when Goldberg comes out.
Yeah, I was gonna say literally like my only note before Goldberg comes out is this match is whatever.
So
it really is just silly bullshit.
It's a terrible match. But, it builds up to the point where Mongo gets Alex Wright in a tombstone. And like walks him over to the spot that he needs to be in for the spot to happen.
I would never
anybody else
ever put my life in the hands of Mongo.
Hell no.
Giving me a tombstone.
Hell no.
No.
That's what I was like. I was like, oh, he's gonna do a gotch type thing or something. He's not gonna. They're not gonna let him do a.
You guys act like he didn't train.
Not Mongo.
So then Charles Robinson gets distracted by Deborah, and he's distracted for long enough for Goldberg to come out, wait around for his chance to do the spear.
Spearman right in front of him.
When he does the spear, they land on Charles Robinson. Like
it brushed against his calves. There's no way he didn't feel that.
And then he goes to put it. He puts Mongo up in the jackhammer. Charles Robinson turns around and looks at them.
He looks.
And then goes right back to you getting onto Deborah. And then Goldberg has time to walk around and pick up Alex Wright by his lovely German butt cheeks and slide him over top of the win.
Then he turns around and goes, oh look, he's pinning him. Like
Yeah.
nothing
I
ever
better do
happened.
my job now.
If you glance over,
Yeah,
they
this
kind of
was-
look the same at first glance.
It's the
Goldberg and
longest
Alex Wright.
ref distraction ever.
It really is. Honestly, I think we've seen a lot of them. He
Clunky.
literally is just sitting and talking to Deborah and looking at Goldberg and Mongo. And
It was
Love
like
that
whenever-
he
not
lands
caring.
on him.
It was like
It's a
whenever,
great example of how WCW continued to put their good guys in bad guy situations.
Yeah.
Like this is supposed to be a baby face. Is he? He's not champion yet.
Yeah, well, because
But-
after Alex Wright gets the win, then Goldberg goes outside of the ring, and Deborah
and
slips
gives everybody
him.
a stunner. I mean,
Deborah slips him
Jackhammer.
Mongo's Super Bowl ring, and he's pretty
It's his
happy
now.
about that.
He steals
But
it.
then Alex Wright comes around, and then he lays him out, and then he gets a spear and a jackhammer too, because he was just a means to an end here to get that ring that Goldberg is going to put firmly up his ass.
I like shiny things. And
12
he comes
years
out and he does
I wore that
he
ring
does
up my
kind of
ass.
the great value Stone Cold thing and leaves everybody laying down. Sort of Max to the camera at least. And this is what they should have realized. Like we don't, and no matter how big of a star he is, we don't want our good guys doing bad guy shit if they're not Stone Cold Steve
Yeah, it
Austin.
doesn't make any sense.
That's just the.
Then
that's
they show
just the
that right
rule.
there where
Yeah,
Charles
and then
Robinson
one
turns and
more.
looks.
One more, because he does like this periph look, like, oh, what's going on?
Yep. Oh,
And it would have been so easy
right
to
there.
give him a nice little ref
There's
bump. If
three
he would've just
guys in
speared
the
him-
ring.
If he would have
For
speared
real,
him
like-
into the back of Charles Robinson
real.
and like just kind of he was barely able to or Goldberg goes in and gets his arm the way Stone Cold did. Well,
You
maybe
know,
that's a little
we
too
know they don't
much.
charge.
And make
we know they
him
don't
tap
charge per
or
replay because, or like or they don't charge per fucking like ref bump because they do that shit all fucking night long.
Yeah, Nick Patrick gets killed every week.
And then like I feel like Dusty and like they're like confused. They're like, do we go to the back here or what do we do? It's like they're asking like what's next for us here?
Do we get any of them Slim Jims? Is what I'm getting.
Yeah.
to.
Did you see that duffel bag of Slim Jims I asked for?
Where's Randy? He owes me several.
He said he had.
Now,
he said he
speaking
had
of
one
Randy, we're
big
going-
Slim Jim the width of his neck.
I don't know why that was so vivid. It's the texture. It's exactly
His
the
neck
same.
already looks like one big Slim Jim.
It would be a believable transformation. But going straight back from that showcase of talent, we're back in black and white
and
for
white.
a little NWO flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Recent divorcees, or maybe a couple years removed, Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth working together like two adults. And Macho Man, you don't need bullet notes, you don't need spark notes at this point in his career. It's Slim Jim, yeah, get it. And Miss Elizabeth pretty much echoes that.
Snap
I
into
didn't,
it,
as a
yeah.
connoisseur,
Uh-huh.
as a huge consumer of Macho Man promos, this wasn't a standout.
No.
In his career.
I
I
like,
don't think.
yeah, everybody knows the like the ooh yeah that Macho Man does, but I feel like the doesn't get as much praise as it deserves.
You gotta,
The grunt,
Like, I
yeah.
like
you
that
gotta
how
go
he
low
finishes
and then
something.
you gotta go up.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah,
gonna
it's
happen.
There's a musicality to it.
Snap into it. Miss Elizabeth, still looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Miss Elizabeth looks great.
Who
Yeah,
would have thought?
unfortunately,
Who would
yes.
have thought, looking at these two, that he would outlive her?
Right? No way.
Yeah, he outlived her by
Yeah, I think so.
fucking 8 years.
Yeah.
That's the power of Luga, baby. But that is a sad. Oh, God, that just brought me down. Honestly, I look at Miss Elizabeth and I think of Eric Bischoff kissing her.
Ugh.
Like I think it was the next year, and made me so
Gross.
fucking much. God, fuck you, Bischoff. Okay, let's keep
And
moving.
yeah, to
What
another.
do we have
And
next?
here's where we start to have.
This is
we
the
start
beginning of the end.
To, we start to
if
dip a
Mongo
little
wasn't
bit
enough.
here. The WCW TV champion Disco Inferno
Mm-hmm.
versus Jacqueline in a match where he can't hit her and he can't kick her. He can't really do much to her. So I don't understand why, what he's bound, why he wouldn't just leave.
This is a roll-up
it's a
match for Disco Inferno.
Yeah.
He can roll her up maybe gently.
I mean, I will give you the rundown of the match in 15 seconds. Ready?
There we go. Perfect.
Run around, shoulder bump, run around, low blow, shoulder bump, run around, clothesline, DDT, roll up.
Thank you.
There you go.
Yep.
There was a drop toe hold where
there's a lot
where
of
a
running.
titty popped out, and
they were very excited.
Dusty was in heaven.
A titty popped out? I didn't see no titty pop
Dusty
out.
was
Yeah,
like,
the
"Oh,
crowd
She's
went
smuggling
wild.
peas. She is blatantly smuggling peas from the get-go as soon as she comes out. And that's not her fault. All bodies are
she
beautiful,
looks-
but that is something
she
you got
looks
to
kind
take
of
into
like she could be on like DuckTales or something.
I could see her being. You could call her like Blazandra and tell me she's an American gladiator, and I'd believe
This
it.
match was
Look at that.
fucking shambles, just from
Yeah,
top to bottom.
he's running
shambles.
around the whole time. He
It
goes
is-
outside and runs.
I don't know why they would have done this. I don't know. Like it was terrible. Like I guess this was like what Ryan was saying. Like you know they can't all be good matches.
Well, I feel like they were trying to build her up as their version of China. You know, like she could hang with the guys, but like it just didn't work.
Oof, she does have a
DDT,
nice little takeover
you know?
DDT there. But yeah, roll up pins. I'm not gonna have fun with that at all.
No
Man,
wonder
yeah, there
Disco
is a
hated
lot of
women's
boob
wrestling
physics.
matches.
This was
built in
before
here.
the
Yeah.
invention of double-sided tape. I think. I don't know.
This is what made Disco be like, yeah, they shouldn't be main eventing.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, get her back in there. All right.
So
Good for her. And I remember she did say, "Just like I like it." And I
Hey,
was
she
like,
won.
That was great.
Good for her. They put her over. You know?
after this is a match that, like, on paper would be really, really good.
Hey,
I wrote the
But
same exact thing.
Be damned if this just didn't do it for me. Maybe it was that last match, like the stink of that last match still on my palate.
I think so too. I wrote the same thing. I put on paper, the match seems great, but in reality, they just didn't click.
It goes back to
It
like
needed
the
to be about-
chemistry, like we said.
Yeah.
This is Kurt Hennig versus
needed to be about-
Ric Flair.
if they would have taken 5.5 minutes off of this match, it would have been a lot more fun. I
Well,
think.
that's the thing too.
But it kept going to the outside.
You know, speaking of like a roll-up match, not to jump the shark, but it's a DQ. So it's
Yeah.
like a 13-minute
one-
match
For nothing.
just to say fuck
And it doesn't even make sense. There's not even any, like, meaning to it being a DQ. It's just a stupid, like,
yes, it is.
flagrant idiot decision that like, it's really dumb.
No, I wholeheartedly disagree. From the get-go, there is no flash and panache from Ric Flair.
Yep.
And he is coming
Runs
down
in,
pissed
no
off,
robe.
angry about
He kinda-
Kurt
he
Hennig
kinda
having stolen his
Pulled
robe.
down on the head of the camera guys. He went down there. Well, yeah.
and
What we
I
also
think it
didn't mention
started
is
great.
that Kurt Hennig is wearing one of Ric Flair's robes, and he's ripped the sleeves off of it, which is
Yeah.
highly disrespectful if you're not Randy Orton.
That's the story. And look at the selling that he's
kicked his
doing in
leg
this
out of his
match.
leg
That's the
right
story. Ric Flair is pissed off at Kurt for stealing his robe. Kurt's a trickster. He's always got some shenanigans rolling. But Ric Flair comes in here and whoops his ass for like the first 30 seconds. Kurt is overselling these leg kicks to a hilarious HBK
And he's
degree.
like,
He's
"I'm
had
outta
enough. And I'm a sucker for that. I love a shitbag heel who's just like, you know what? I'm
tying
done
up
with
my
all
robe,
this. I'm going
and I'm out of
home."
here. And I'm not
Yeah,
going to
he
assume
tied
that
the
you would do
rope.
anything in response to that.
But it's the old stage acting. It's all fool, all peaches.
Like,
I'm going.
Imagine
home.
just like being in like half of a fight and just getting up and walking away and not at all being like, I'm not going to look back at all.
You got to give him a nice Letterkenny firm handshake, and then we're done. Don't come on the property. But I liked this match, but I could certainly agree that it went on for way too long. It's just a showcase of Kurt Hennig making somebody look like a superhero, and nobody could really like make themselves and someone else look as good as Kurt Hennig did. So I
Always.
can't ever give negative marks for that. But yeah, like you said, we progressed. We had a nearly 14-minute long investment for a match that ended in a DQ. And unless you're furthering like some main event, big marquee stories, people are going to be pissed.
Also,
about that.
Ric Flair goes and specifically gets, was it Dave Pinzer? He goes and specifically, they called out the person's chair that he got. I wondered if that was like a rib. He like went out of his way to go get that blue chair.
Is that one chair? Yeah, I'm sure that was probably something.
But
no,
what the only thing that annoyed me about this match, other than how long it ran, was that the ending didn't really make a lot of sense. Like, Kurt Hennig was teasing that he was going to use the belt, the U.S. title that he has, to attack Ric Flair, and then like Ric Flair got him in a trio and like draped the belt over his face, and like in full view of the ref, just like kicked him with the belt over his face. And then the ref DQ'd him, and then he turned and was just like, well, fuck it, I'll lay the ref out too.
Yeah, you're already DQ'd. Might as well. Here come the Penguin Boys. Here comes NWO, and it's just bedlam. I believe I heard somebody say it's bedlam in the ring right now, and I like it. I'm sure it went nowhere because it was WCW. Why would you just
intentionally DQ yourself? I don't know.
Because he's making a point, man. What is this?
Point.
What is this? But it is for the Wait, who was the champion?
Kurt was the champion.
Kurt, yeah.
That's
and
right.
okay, Rick didn't even care about the belt. He just wanted to. Get his stuff back.
I guess is the big thing going in. That's why I was about to say it. I had a moment of doubt. It's right there. Good call.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Say what you will about the finish. We go straight into another equally long match that didn't need to be as long as it is.
Yeah, well,
not super exciting.
Before that, we have a segment with Macho and Mark Madden and the scumbag on the 1997 laptop that doesn't have anything plugged into it. Mm-hmm. You can totally see all of it now.
Listening very intently, though.
You would at least need like a phone cord plugged into that. In 97,
90s. Oh my god!
Those batteries lasted 26 minutes.
There's no wireless internet in 97.
But he is very intently listening, very confused. He is making sure he gets
Macho
every
Man.
word.
Mark Madden is a fat piece of shit.
He is. I was going to say Macho Man doesn't look as swollen as usual, but that may just be next to Mark Madden.
Well, and Macho was like on his quest to like the most swolerific, like, you know, like he hadn't quite got there yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mean Gene.
Oh yeah, we little JJ Dillon
Mean
action.
Gene and JJ Dillon.
Shit.
Say the Hogan match will take place. Bischoff comes out and tries to do the like, I'm gonna tap you on one side of your shoulder and then go around to the other side. But like, Mean Gene acknowledges him as he's coming up, so it just comes off as this like dumbass thing that he does. Like,
not surprised.
I hate it.
Yeah.
Bischoff is good at like pulling my ire. Like, I know he's doing it on purpose, but it's like also because he is a scumbag. So like. But yeah, JJ produces a document,
he's come a long way.
A notarized document saying that Sting will not be there. He says you can look at that. He says if you see Sting, it will be in your nightmares. And we see Sting almost immediately afterwards. Or do
well, not too soon enough. We get a barn burner with Scott Hall. And Lex Luger with a guest referee of Larry Zbyszko.
Larry the living legend Zbyszko.
It's only a barn burner if you chose to stay in a burning barn.
I would rather stay in a burning barn than watch this.
I put in my notes that I wanted this Halloween Havoc like polo that he's got here. Like, I think that Slim Jim Halloween Havoc polo. That's dope. Button up, man, I'd wear that. Look at this guy. He's got a.
Dude, we have to appreciate the drip displayed from the audience members in 1997. There were a lot.
That was the same guy right there that had the Papa Shango sweater on that was holding up the NASCAR thing. So, like, I guess he brought a whole bag of shit to, like, show. Look at this thing I have, everybody. The fucking pieces of shit you see at wrestling shows. Jesus fucking Christ.
I always forget how huge Scott Hall is. I probably say this every time we see him, but he's just a fucking monster.
I certainly do.
He's one like Billy Gunn. That's another guy that like you just forget when you're like, holy fuck, that guy is like 6'6".
Yeah.
Speaking of 6, he comes out with 6. And I was wondering, like, I didn't look into it because I don't really fucking care. But is 6 called 6 because they added up 1, 2, 3 kid?
No, because he was the 6th member.
Oh, wow!
I don't know. I like Tyler's, and I'm going to go with that. Good God, that's fucked up. I've never even put that together.
I want to be the guy.
It's actually because he was the 6th then.
He's the 6th, yeah. 6.
No. We are a shoot show divided once again. We choose our own narrative, Tyler. Facts aren't real.
Yeah, the only facts that matter are right up here, motherfucker.
Yeah, right there. I'm gonna make a YouTube video. Then it's peer review.
They say off.
So we've got.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh no, that's fine. I was just gonna leave.
I was gonna say, well, they say off the jump that Larry Zbyszko hates Scott Hall, and that he likes Lex Luger. So that's a great guy to have as your referee. But he's going to call it right down the middle.
Just-
6.
Notice we didn't ever see the iconic hand gesture of right down the middle. Right down the
I'm
middle.
sure they did at some point.
I don't know.
Fucking
Zabisco doesn't lie.
Lex Luger, man.
Ugh.
Like, what is it when like there's a body that just like doesn't have a soul in it? He's just like a golem or something.
Lex Luger. Yeah.
Hey, this is. I guess we should call it the Luger effect, not the Lashley effect. It's a guy who's got it everywhere except where it matters. I don't know. Lashley's a little more likable, I would say, but they're both incredible physical presences. They're both extremely strong, but something about it just doesn't like super duper.
Well,
click.
you know what Lex Luger has that Bobby Lashley doesn't have?
Hair.
Hair. Yes, sir.
Miss Elizabeth.
Eyebrows.
Hair.
Oh, damn it.
This is Lex Luger at like his peak, yelling every time he does anything.
Mm-hmm.
Ah! Wow! Ah! Wow!
Now I'm not gonna be able to unhear it.
He shakes the rope so hard when he bounces off it when he gets in the ring that it almost like knocks fucking Six over.
What?
A big Six sucks sign in the
Flies
crowd.
off.
Like people care enough to make like a Six sucks sign.
Yeah, they don't call it
It's an
X-Pac
X-Pac
heat for
heat,
nothing.
yeah.
Like it follows him.
This match is a stinker as well.
This is garbage, man. I can't.
If you want to get to the ending, obviously Six is there.
Do you like rest holds?
For shenanigans? Yeah, it's rest holds the whole time.
It's a lot of rest holds. He gets him in this one where he's just like pressing his knee in his back and he's holding his arms behind him, and there's nothing Lex can do except just like just shake. Like, he couldn't just stand up or like turn or something like that. It's
no, you just
He's blowing on his neck. Oh, he's yelling at him. I thought he was blowing gently.
He's
on
like,
his, on the nape of
quit
his neck.
farting on me. Quit farting.
he's even on one knee. Like just stand up. Just
like
well,
just
Six...
hook his leg and pull his leg out. Anything. It's such a dumb rest hold. And then like Scott Hall gets him in a like a chokehold, but it's not a chokehold. It's like look at all that pressure on the chin.
Just a smothery hold. Yeah. I mean, so here's the big WCW finish. So Six is obviously there to interfere, which he does, and then Scott Hall hits his razor's edge 1, 2, 3, and then Larry says, "Well, wait a minute, hold on, let me see a replay. Just hold on, let me check it out." And he notices that there was indeed shenanigans, and he restarts the match.
Why?
Why
What
wouldn't
kind
all
of
referees
power?
do that?
What kind of power is this?
Yeah,
like,
where's
why didn't they do this on the
then?
match before or after? When like this made up power that he has.
Yeah, it's this non-title match is really important.
He backdrops Scott Hall after he restarts the match, Lex Luger immediately gets Scott Hall back up into the torture rack, and it's over.
That's it.
And then Scott Hall tries to attack Larry. Larry bumps Scott out, and then Eric Bischoff jumps up on the apron, and Larry kicks him off. And Dusty loves that. I like that Dusty is like, kick him, Larry! That's right, kick him, Larry!
What?
That is how people from the South say the name Larry. He had an insurance guy.
That's my dad's name.
He picked up and was like, hey there, little Larry.
Yeah, that's my dad's name, so I've heard it enough times that I don't... Hold on, get in there! Get in there!
Why didn't Charles Robinson do this with Mongo and Goldberg? Why didn't you say,
sure.
Oh, no,
for sure.
Goldberg's here. Let me just look at the tape.
For sure.
Because it was Mongo.
Like, why don't they do this on the next match? Like, when the fake, whatever.
Fake Sting, yeah. I don't know. It's just...
I like...
It's a mess.
Yeah, I like... Dusty's commentary is
I guess it was
this match.
It was a WCW versus NWO decision, I guess. They were trying to maintain the integrity of... Wait a minute. Was that the case in Alex? No, that was unaffiliated. Steve McMichael and Alex Wright. So maybe that was Larry's point. He was trying to save the company. Thank you, Larry Zabisco, for keeping the lights on.
Suck.
You suck, Larry. But yeah, it's pretty much instant finish once we got restarted. Torture rack, blah blah.
And then just
He
and
won
then
the
just a
title with that
pile
shit a
on
couple years
Larry
later.
Zbyszko, and he takes some Eric Bischoff's devastating karate kicks.
Oh. Well, that
Man, he's
obviously
a
led
black
to
belt.
their match, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's anybody. I mean it's devastating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, get out of here, kick him, Larry.
Yeah, kick him, Larry.
That's
But,
what I like.
yeah,
I like Dusty's voice kind of cracks a little bit. That's how he's getting in now. He's getting in now. He's gonna kick him. Like it's great, man.
Got him by the neck.
It's not. There's nothing. Any time, like it's always. Like I said, the Dusty commentary is enough to carry some of these bad matches.
Some great signs. Some guy just brought a magazine. He's holding a page up out of the magazine. Good for you. Vegas
Good
is
enough.
NWO country.
Good enough.
Can't verify. I do want that Sting towel. But moving into the next match, though, probably the biggest example of too much damn time given.
Yep.
We've got a Las Vegas sudden death match. We got Randy Savage with the wonderful Miss Elizabeth taking on Diamond Dallas Page. This is like tippy top Page, man.
Yeah.
Diamond Dallas Page. The Diamond Cutter was still protected. Nobody could survive the Diamond Cutter, and we got Kimberly, which always added a lot to the situation.
Yeah.
Skylar, what's your Kimberly thoughts?
10 out of 10.
Good answer.
I got to
Good
give it a
answer.
10. A fucking 10.
Seconded.
I gotta agree.
But yeah, like we said earlier, Miss Elizabeth,
though,
fantastic,
still-
has now been a staple of wrestling for well over 10 years, I think. Didn't she come in
Isn't
with
the Mega Powers
I believe
and
it's like
shit.
1984.
Yeah, the Mega Powers dissolved over her.
Yeah.
Can
Like
you blame him?
she was
man,
the
she's
ship.
launched
She was
1,000
the
ships.
she was the
Yeah.
face that launched 1,000 ships in wrestling, man. Like
It's a big deal.
But let me see if I can get a little sound in for us on the
his fake ass song.
that rip of the code.
The
Like the
smells
fake
like
ass-
Teen Spirit, one note off.
Yeah, the knockoff
Fresh from-
song that they play of his.
Fresh from Aberdeen, Washington is his intro song.
Fresh.
I love it.
I
I could not tell the difference at 7 years old. I was like, wow, he uses Nirvana.
This isn't the song that played when he came out. This is the WWF going in and replacing his song with another song.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we've noticed that all night. We had the Y2J
Jericho, yeah.
intro. I forgot to bring that up.
I believe we
He
had
didn't have his
the
weird...
original Eddie WWE song also.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was I can't remember the one that before Light Sheet Steel.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, this right here is another one, man. We could have just allocated some of this time.
Honestly, yeah.
Let Bobby Heenan talk for 10 minutes. I don't care. but
And
for sure.
we really didn't
DDP
need
is
20
all
minutes
taped
of this.
up on the side, so you know that's gonna play a part in it. Like
He was taped
He
up for like
stayed
5
taped up.
years.
His entire career.
Yeah.
that's true.
His entire
That's
career,
true.
I wanted to have rib tape just because Diamond
That's
Dallas
true.
Page had it. I was always limping because I thought it was cool.
Why?
He's seen some shit.
Right, I was in and out of doctors
about-
all the time because I thought it was cool to pretend like your legs don't work.
Costing his parents thousands
time-
of dollars
one time-
trying to figure out why he limps.
Yeah, my mom would have to drag me around by
One
my
time
collar, and then I'd just get up and walk the rest of the way, like that character in Little Britain. You just get up and like pick up your wheelchair and like climb up a tree and get back into it.
Dude, I had hurt my knee or something was the story when I was playing baseball, and so I needed a knee brace on my knee real bad.
That was the story. Is that what you're saying? When in
Yeah,
reality
that
it was just like
and I had to wear it.
you lost a jerk off contest or something.
No. That was it wasn't really hurt. But I wanted to have the knee brace, the little ace thing
yeah.
on
I
my
always
knee
wanted one of those,
visible.
yeah.
So if I wasn't wearing shorts, I'd put that bitch
That's
over the
right.
jeans. Just so everybody knew.
Hey,
It's like
hey.
I'm not at 100%.
At what age?
this
At
week.
like 11? You're like, oh, my knees are the arthritis is
my
getting to me
knees.
already. It's
Well,
gonna
not-
rain
It's just
soon.
the it's the toll. It's the toll of the damage I've taken. It's not so much wear and tear. It's just I'm a fight
BA,
champion.
From just back-to-back games of
I
like
was
Red
climbing
Rover
a
or
tree
something.
this weekend and I fell down. Sorry, I know I can't take a test this
Yes.
week in class. My knee hurts.
I got pegged in a game of wall ball and I came to school with a neck brace like pouring out for the next
I feel like that sentence would end with you got pegged.
Hey, that was college was crazy.
I got pegged, and also there was a
18
dodgeball game
minutes.
going on.
Yeah, I got pegged. Come.
Well, I got pegged. Concurrently, there was
additional.
far more interesting.
But yeah,
than
this is
match.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, dude, these are two of my Rushmores, guys that I absolutely love. And when they're not just doing, this kind of tired routine, they're fun in this match. Even when Macho Man turns and hams to the audience,
isn't a terrible
I
match.
get that old-time feeling.
It's just, again, it's like the chemistry.
It's too damn long.
Like, it goes back to when you've seen what chemistry can do. Like, I feel like this pay-per-view jumped the shark with Eddie and Ray. Like, you can't go back after you put that level of entertainment on, and then, like, as good of a match as this is, like, man, that was top tier.
Or
Like,
Eddie
it
and Ray.
does this kind of wave thing that just can't be ignored.
Eddie and Ray should have been first, so then it would have just been, by the time we were here, it would have seemed awesome again after all those shitty matches after it.
Well, and again, this isn't even like a traditional match. This is like a they've got to count to 10. You got to be down for a 10 count.
Yeah, it's like a last man standing, but they don't call it a last man standing.
Well, it's a Las Vegas sudden death match, obviously.
They brawl out in the crowd. They brawl out in the crowd like we're watching it here. We're seeing where they brawl in the crowd. There was a little kid in a Sting mask that kept like trying to get involved.
Hold on, stop it.
Like,
pause it real fast.
Shirt off.
Pause it and rewind.
Yeah, right there. Right there, that little kid.
Oh, God.
The security keep having to be like, no, kid, like, you can't wrestle these two guys. You aren't Sting.
Did you miss the guy? For some reason, I do not know why. He starts wooing, and then he pops his shirt off for no reason. Why? At 2 hours and 10 minutes.
I did not notice.
That's Bert Kreischer.
See, that's the difference. You're looking at the shirtless guy. I'm looking at the child. We're both
the
fucked
dude,
up
he
for different
wooed one
reasons.
time, looked
He's
around,
like-
popped his shirt off, and did not put it back on.
Yeah.
Is he in boxers? Look at those
Yeah, what is
fucking
wrong-
pants.
What's happening right
This
there?
dude, he pops off his shirt and stands there stoically. It's not even like he's hyped like a frat boy. He's like ready to rock. He's like Mike
were fighting in the
Valerie
crowd.
in
I don't
a
know if we
skate
mentioned
video,
that.
ready to
DDP
fight.
and Macho
Yeah, I
Man
did. I
fighting in
said
the
that.
crowd.
Yeah, I said that.
Yeah.
I said it.
Yeah.
They brawl out in the
And
crowd.
he's just like, I can't promise what might happen. Pop.
Yeah,
Get
I
a
like
quick
he's
hot
just like,
dog,
you tag
and
me
he is
in,
ready to
man.
fight.
This was fucking weird. I
Yeah, boy,
rewound it a few times.
I'm ready.
'cause I was like, why did he do that? And I was just like,
That's great. I did not
I'm
see
ready,
that at all.
DDP.
That's hilarious, man. I definitely missed that because I was laughing at the
Fantastic.
little kid who kept getting rebuffed by security because like they have to keep pushing him back by like the middle of his chest because he keeps just being like, well, I'll just walk out and slap DDP. And
right.
He got one good push in. He got a good
yeah,
shove.
You
in.
promised
And,
us. You promised us Sting wouldn't be here.
And then they were like, no, son, you don't understand. Macho Man might punch you.
Macho
I'm
Man
And he
fucking-
doesn't
enjoys
give a
heat.
shit.
He's like, I'm Sting, you fat piece of shit.
He's had 46 Slim Jims tonight. He's had so
Yeah,
much salt he
for
can't see
sure.
straight.
I bet they were just handing them bitches out like candy canes. Little kids just working down Slim Jims and so full of processed meat that they don't know what is going on.
It's like he's cured 3/4 of his own stomach by all that salt in his belly.
A belly.
He's not thinking
belly
clearly.
Full of
He's
Slim
delirious.
Jims. The balls on this kid.
His description. He's like caffeined up and belly full of Slim Jims. This kid's ready to fight. I love
Mountain
it,
Dew
man.
and
I'll
Slim
fucking live
Jims.
on forever, Sting Kid. Oh man.
Macho has no regard for his body and escalates to the point
We
of
see that.
making me feel bad for him. Like, my body hurts watching Savage. Savage is like 44 here. He looks like he's 60 or something, man.
Dude, yeah, he's got wear and tear on his face. There's that shirtless guy, still no shirt.
That he
Taking
dude,
every
I
action.
swear to God, he's in boxers. That
Yeah,
is
he's like,
incredible.
fuck
Both
yeah.
Why am I
Yeah.
the only one
fist up
shirtless?
guys.
Why is no one else
Shirt-
joining
Okay.
me?
He's like, you guys should do this too. It's very cool.
It's freeing.
Then they fly. They
And then-
Irish whip into the fake tombstones on the set that they try to sell like they're anything but styrofoam.
Yeah, like DDP puts his
Elvis,
finger on it and it snaps in half.
It's, whoop!
He kicks it like a kicked it like a fucking. Oh, that reminded me of Chevy Chase in Christmas Vacation when he karate chops those antlers. That was so great of the reindeer out front. But yeah, at the moment we saw those tombstones out on the set, I was like, oh yeah, somebody's getting.
So then,
Irish
at this
for
point, he
sure.
breaks over his head what Dusty calls a waitress tray,
What?
and Dusty is very tickled by this. He says he wobbled him.
Why was
He
that?
wobbled him with that
That makes
And then
sense.
it takes the steel steps right to the noggin.
There. Barely touched that bench and it fell.
Yeah,
It just shattered.
For sure, he slipped over it and it slid out like the foam that it is. Oh man.
Yeah, it's great.
But
It's,
yeah,
it's
there's
great
not
fun
much.
watching them tear up the set, though. Like this is always like I'm always down for something like this where they set something up. Like I would like to watch like the kaiju wrestling they do where it's guys in suits like Godzilla and they're fighting in like what looks like a tiny city.
You think they told him like they were like, okay, we're gonna break that shit, so now we have to go tell everyone that has a match tonight. Stay away from the tombstones.
Yeah, those are our tombstones.
Yeah, they eventually break a camera.
Yeah, so
over the head of DDP, and Miss Elizabeth springs into action, and Dusty pops hard for it. Yeah, choking him out with the cable.
He's Miss Elizabeth is choking out DDP with the camera wire, and out to his rescue comes, my God, the stunning Miss Kimberly Page. And
she blew me away when she ran out here. I was like, whoa, who?
Ooh,
little whale tail action going on.
Very early.
There's a huge
very early whale tail. Great spot. That is before the turn of the millennium. Kimberly was an
Dusty Rhodes started yelling, "Cat fight! Cat fight!"
Yeah, he says cat fight like 16 times. But yeah, I thought it was weird that Miss Elizabeth didn't want to bump here. Like it would have been a natural little hair toss
dragging
and then keep moving down the ramp.
Yeah, she drags her by her hair. And the referees go by. The referee comes out. It's Nick Patrick who comes out, and he takes one look at them and is just like, "I want no part of that." Nope. You guys.
Okay.
I was laughing. I was like, when two girls have a hold of each other's hair, let that resolve itself.
Yeah, like. I believe Hank Hill said, "It's like a tire fire, son. Just grab a beer and let it burn." And going back to the action, it's it's bad.
Mickey J got absolutely murdered by getting hit in with the camera, or whatever.
Never see him again,
or whatever happened to him. I don't even remember.
But Macho Man's selling the shit out of it. He is on roller skates here, trying to get over to Diamond Dallas Page. I don't know if he's looking for another elbow at this point, but Diamond Dallas Page is looking like he's just now resuming function of his limbs. He's just kind of just getting the nerves to fire again. And this is when it got fun again to me. This right at the very end. I love it when guys, their hands are so heavy. Oh, just barely. We barely fight.
Macho definitely. So he hits two elbows near the end too, and it just looks like the most painful thing for him to have to get up and just fall back down on him.
I totally put that in my notes. It's like the elbow drops were hurting me. Like I put Randy stop. Like
Randy stop.
Randy.
Oh, he didn't get all of it. Diamond Dallas Page goes for a diamond cutter. Macho Man holds on to the top rope. I'm not sure if he meant to.
That's a great move. What a great way to scout. He scouted that move.
He scouted
it. That's what I'm going to say every time now.
Well scouted.
So,
he can barely get himself up to the second rope.
I don't. And I don't believe it's selling as much as it is just like he's
exhausted
because
he's 68.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
he just falls. He just falls.
He is about AJ Styles'
age.
AJ
Styles definitely ate a lot more vegetables and less lunches.
AJ Styles has the power of the Lord Jesus Christ on his
side.
He's got the power of God and
AJ Styles is going to be like Tom Brady, where he's going to be like 60 and still doing the fucking Styles Clash and shit.
Can we also put some spec on...
that's an old age finisher. He could totally do that into his 60s.
Can we put some respect on Nick Patrick, the mustache mullet combo that he's rocking?
He rocks that until at least 1990, like the turn of 2000. He rocks that, right?
I'm very
when they change his bow tie threads is when he finally ditches the mustache and mullet.
I like and they take his bow tie off, it just like falls out.
You think the mustache just
releases everything?
It's like the Red Witch on Game of Thrones. If they shave his mustache, he'll disintegrate.
Fucking Randy. Randy can barely stand up. He's going for elbow drop number 2.
Number 2. This one is actually a bit better than the first one. The first one he just fell. This one is better, but it's still just so painful.
And would you
wobbly
believe?
Legs. Look at them feet. Boy.
Not his craziest bump of the night.
This one he gets some air.
And he spits.
Spit in the air.
Probably landed on him as he...
Yeah.
I've heard from many in the business that said Randy's elbow drop was the stiffest elbow drop.
I believe he was.
It wasn't fun to take. He said, yeah, he's cushioning with his hip a little bit, but that elbow's sharp and it's going deep.
So ends up with Paige outside of the ring, and they bump the ref just a little bit, just enough for him to not see that Paige gets blasted in the chest with a bat by a fake Sting. That, judging from the boots, was Hulk Hogan.
What?
No, that was Sting.
It wasn't.
That Sting kept calling me brother.
Well,
He said brother as he hit him.
It was enough to. It was enough to fool Tony. I think Tony Schiavone is like, it's Sting. But it was the backslide attempt into the low blow kick to Diamond Dallas Page that got him to the outside, and then that burly Sting comes out, and he did blast him. It looked ugly. It wasn't like put your hand over the top of the bat and kind of.
Oh my god, that is definitely
it looked like a gimmicked
Hogan
bat.
walk.
And sometimes
that
those
tan
can
ass
hurt.
neck.
Jesus, the way he was walking.
It's either Hogan or Tan Dan.
Look at that, dude. Sometimes those gimmick bats could hurt worse than just working a real bat.
So,
and a lot of guys didn't trust those things.
This is yet again another pay-per-view match that ends with outside interference, like directly influenced by outside interference.
It's the NWO, brother.
And what would it matter if there was interference? Like, isn't it like a no DQ? Like,
yeah.
Why did it have to be someone disguised as Sting?
I don't think it was a no DQ, was it? Well,
it was a last man
right
standing.
now,
They were just beating each other with tombstones.
Yeah.
Well, the whole big thing, you're forgetting that this is still an invasion angle, and we're trying to build up. The WCW has lost their biggest soldier, their big mysterious guy, and has he's joined the NWO.
I like
it's all. I haven't got to do it in so long. Psychology.
I like it. Oh my god, bleep that out. I like it. So Randy wins. And he gets stuck in fight mode here. Like he kind of tarred. He's like he's got his hands up.
He's waiting for
he's trying to fight
jump in or something.
He's looking around. Yeah. He doesn't know where he's at. He looks, he's
wobbly.
So he gets out of the ring and he thinks about it long and hard, and then he just slugs Nick Patrick.
Well, I mean, I'd slug that face too.
Like
was he not on the payroll at this point? I don't think. Maybe
kind of
not.
stumbles out and he's like, "Well, who's fighting? Are you fighting me? Who did it? You did? Fuck you!
Hey, your brother.
You're not helping him, are you?
Hey, brother.
Check on him.
Somebody answer that fucking phone.
Let the snake bite you first, brother.
I hear you didn't take a Slim Jim from the basket out back. What do you got against the new flavor?
I just think it's funny. He gets just stuck in this mode. He's like, "I'll fight you. I'll fight you. Who wants to fight?"
Yeah, he elbows that nice lady photographer right behind him. She is terrifying. Look at her. And yeah. Oh man, is that Kevin from Good Burger there in attendance with the white shirt? Holy shit!
What? Oh my god!
But he's telling him, but
looks like he's angry.
Dan Schneider
is telling Savage
children.
you keep fighting.
What a punch!
That was like 7. That was like the end of 7 right there, where he just he thought about it for so long before he decided to hit Nick Patrick. What's in the fucking box,
but,
man?
Yeah, now we got the officials. I'm sorry. I just lost my temper.
He's like, who did that?
But yeah, that.
But yeah, then they
think. Oh God, I forgot they strap.
Then they strap up, and these idiots they try to weave the gurney straps between his legs or something. It's shambles. And then Macho comes back and attacks him while he's on the gurney too, with a stretcher or whatever. It's
super.
I'm gonna get
just
you.
Don't call it for those dastardly NWO guys.
But I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what that brings us to. The main event.
The main event of the evening.
Dusty Rhodes, baby.
Yeah, it's super exciting. This is my favorite moment of every single WCW broadcast because they shelled out the big bucks for the one and only Michael Buffer. My dad would wake me up if Michael Buffer came on because he knew I loved him. And we got. I mean, he is the veteran voice of the ring for a reason. I would say, just did a quick while I find a spot because I kind of want to hear it. Michael Buffer or Bruce Buffer? Body of work. I mean, just real quick, who are we liking? I think I might go Bruce.
I gotta go Bruce now. It's weird.
Bruce. Look awesome. I would love to fist
bump Bruce. I'm always respectful of people who step in to give Bruce that fist bump. I'm like, you better fist bump Bruce Buffer.
It was Michael for the longest time because that Ready to Rumble. That's literally
for sure.
From
Everybody
him.
knew that.
Yeah,
everybody knew that.
But Bruce now I don't know.
if you take into account individual stank that he puts on each and every fighter, especially the ones he really respects. Look at the way he introed Randy the Natural Couture, dude. He went on for 30 minutes.
I like the way Bruce when he will be like, introducing first, like he snaps on that shit. Like
it's the pageantry. He does. He calls them different things. He's like, I think it was Monterey Bay. I did my first full 360. He refers to him when he jumps up and like I do a 180 for usually. Sometimes I'll throw in a 360.
Nice.
Entire spin.
But yeah, when they step forward. When they step forward and give him a fist bumper, they bow in like respect to Bruce Buffer.
That's
I get a real big old
respect to that fighter who respects Bruce.
You know that Bruce Buffer is
so much
rushing puss.
Yes, for sure.
I mean, you know that dude is dripping in it. Like,
have you seen his rangs?
Yes.
Man wears rangs. Just like Mike Goldberg. That dude could pull. He did. He got married recently. Congrats to.
Did you
notice
all the talking in the world?
Before,
won't keep this match from having happened.
No, you're
sorry,
fine.
Skylar.
Right when Michael Buffer started doing his shit, someone with a mic somewhere coughed into it, like you could hear it throughout the fucking arena. He was all like,
"Nice,
are you guys ready?"
God Almighty!
And he's like, "I'll wait." Like, sounds like somebody isn't.
Yeah. It's like that old man. I don't know if you see the guy that's like watching deer with his wife, and the wife's recording it, and then he sneezes. He's like, "Oh, real nice, Don." What? I can't sneeze. Oh God. Yeah, here we go. Let's get a little taste of a little Michael Buffer.
Oh yeah, listen to it for it here.
There it is.
He moves like a Disney robot.
Did you hear it? Did you hear
Is that
it?
I think
Is that it?
Yeah, go back a little bit.
Hold on, go back. I thought it was one of you guys.
No, that is it.
Over under was that fucking huge.
Yes.
Let's see. Here we go.
Hold on, one more time.
One more time. No, that was Tony. I recognize that sneeze. That was Tony.
Oh, shit.
Oh, God. That's
that's
priceless.
good.
I love
I didn't even
WCW.
notice that.
Yeah, Skylar, you've gotten some great catches
Yeah.
today. That was fantastic.
Yeah.
So the survivor will be declared the winner.
Someone's gonna die tonight?
Yeah,
pretty much.
Oh, he did the long one.
See, his is so much more subdued.
He doesn't seem into it.
No. I feel like he hates doing this for wrestling.
Yeah.
He's like, where's the
small
boxing
potatoes.
at?
Here we go.
Oh my god. That's pretty
That
good.
was beautiful.
Can't beat it.
It's
Absolutely
pretty good.
beautiful. Hype.
There's a lot of things it isn't, but there's one thing it is, and that is badass.
Yeah.
Man. Oh, God.
Right.
Yeah, I'm going to mute that shit. I think we all hear that stuff in our dreams.
New loser.
The NWO song.
World Order.
New world.
They had the, like, Halloween.
Yeah, there's a weird cackle in between. So the cage. This is not your normal cage.
No.
This is like a steel Punjabi prison, Hell in a Cell with no ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
I hated this match.
It was weird.
No
Why'd they
ceilings.
choose that? Is this so they could go outside and?
So they could walk around, I think.
No. What they touched on all throughout the night is that the cage keeps people in,
Yes.
but it also keeps people
didn't
out.
they-
Sort of.
All he had to say was open the gate.
So we're
and
worried
they
about
opened it,
NWO?
and he just walked out.
We're worried about Sting.
Oh.
He's like, I'm very
Well.
claustrophobic. If I need to be able to leave, you have to let me leave.
Can I leave? Okay, I'm just gonna step out for a few seconds, breathe, and I'm gonna go back
I
in.
need a cigarette. Like, what is this? What is this? Prison?
Yeah, then the shaking the bars.
Yeah, and it does not look sturdy at all when he shakes the bars. Like, there's
No.
so much give to this cage when he shakes the bars. Like,
It's not safe at all. Like their biggest thing in the Bischoff promo was safety and safety for the fans. None of this looks safe at all.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
The cage is
Least
the
of
cage
which
is
those.
surprisingly close to the fans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought that guy was going to get his hand shut in there when he was reaching out towards us. Ow! How uncomfortable would that be? Like, excuse me,
Please,
my finger,
please
my
unlock this,
finger.
please. Yeah, no, they were so close. There was like a fan almost sticking a toy in the cage. Yeah, that
sure.
Piper toy you just saw.
Yeah, there it was. Yeah.
Fucking Piper.
Is he the
great.
champion? Or he just
So,
steal the belt?
No, he just had. So they make a point to say it too. Hogan's the champ, but
Yeah.
Roddy just has the
He's
belt,
just-
and it's a non-title match.
Since it's not, okay.
He just has it.
He was literally like, "I will let you hold it, but you are not champion.
Yeah.
But I will allow you to hold it, Piper."
So if you want any indication of how this match goes, the first thing Piper does is whips Hogan and then bites his booty. Just puts his face directly into his butt.
Bite that.
Roddy Piper is such a, like an anomaly. He's like he does some of the goofiest looking shit, but still looks cool doing it.
It's crazy.
Sometimes he's a legitimate boxer. He had boxed before wrestling. Some of his strikes are the most cartoonish, silly looking shit I've ever seen in my life. But somehow he carries it. And this is one of those examples. He comes in. What's his damn finisher? A sleeping hold? Sleeper hold? Sleeping hold is a totally different thing.
Sleeping
Whole
hold.
different. Don't Google it.
Down to the old.
I
sleeping
mean,
hole.
it works. This is the one I do when it gets late at night. But freaking Hulk Hogan and Roddy Piper are two of the most limited move sets at this point in their career. And I don't know that anybody needs nearly 15 minutes of it.
No.
I love both of them. Well, I love Roddy Piper considerably more, but
Well, and I feel like
I didn't have a good time in
any
this
fucking
match.
Hogan match past the mid '90s, whatever, is just gonna be 15
Punch.
plus minutes long. It's gonna be 6 minutes of him just walking around.
Yep.
Outside.
Yeah,
to
punching,
begin
walking,
with.
talking shit.
Walking,
I don't need
rest hold,
this.
walking.
I'm leaving.
Yeah, but you can't do it. You can't throw the old hands when you're in the
man gets
cage.
paid
Why would he
to
bring the
avoid
belt in
wrestling.
with him?
Because it keeps people in and keeps people out.
I'm sure at the time though, people were stoked for it. You know, I don't think you noticed during the match in that era that's what was going on. They were highly entertained, I'm sure, but watching it back, it just doesn't hold up at
It's
all.
painful.
So here's the whipping.
Yeah, at this point,
Hogan immediately-
Hulk's climbing up the.
Bite that butt. Just
Yeah,
bite
I
a
told you
chunk.
he's
He
up in
was-
the booty.
he got
His
deep.
nose was definitely
Where's
in
Booty
the
Man when you
crowd.
need him?
Yeah, that was potentially the grundle that he was getting
He was
hold
eating
of.
Oh,
groceries,
yeah.
that's for sure.
But yeah, if you haven't watched the match and you heard
Yeah.
Tyler say that he whips him and then bites him on the butt, he was climbing up the cage at the point, so the eye lines matched up. It's not like he went, well, I say that right as Roddy Piper makes a specific effort to bite
Yeah,
him
I
in the
don't
lower
believe
back.
he bit.
He's just a biter. He's just a
There's too
biter.
much baby oil. His teeth were slipping around. There's no way he got a good bite.
It was.
It probably tastes like
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 head.
a giant hot dog.
Yeah.
It was like Woody Allen's ant on Ants when he's trying to bite that sandwich, and it's some kind of force feed. But yeah, here we go. Classic Hogan begging for mercy.
begging.
He's reaching in his butt crack for something.
I was
think he
gonna
feels
say,
the bite
yeah.
marks.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
man,
like,
but we got heel
am I
versus
bleeding
heel.
out of my butt, back, or head? My bare back, butt, and balls that you've taken bites out of?
I'm gonna bite you on the butt, back, and balls. And it's like, damn, the alliteration.
Yeah.
Just gonna get in this random car. Random. So,
But
this
yeah,
match is
here's a
happening.
good example of going from silly Roddy to stiff Roddy. He peppered his neck and back with a few slaps, but some stiff midsection kicks. And I wonder how Terry.
Yeah,
Bollea
where's the
felt
point?
about it. I don't know about
Is
Hulk
this the point
Hogan.
where
How's
Hogan
Terry
just
feel
leaves?
about that?
What's the point? He just...
Yeah, he's like, ready to go.
Nope.
Don't
Right,
just put
yeah,
that
what
butt in
are
his
you
face.
doing?
He'll bite it.
Yeah, quit
Oh,
presenting your
low,
butt
low
to him.
blow.
Yeah, just don't turn your
That is-
back and butt to him. Just don't.
just grab
I've
a
never heard
bunch of
this.
suits,
You
bring it back in that hot
Make
dog
sure
car.
you avoid letting your butt be exposed to.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Either to Roddy or to
yeah.
that would be bad for him to wrestle Ric Flair then, because we know Ric Flair's rosy butt cheeks like to pop out. So this is when Hogan just leaves.
He's just
So
gone.
Yeah.
Or
he actually is forced
So
out.
obviously this is not like an escape cage match. So I don't know why Hogan has
Correct.
spent the rest of the match trying to escape when all he had to do was just walk out the door.
Yeah, which they opened for him.
Yeah, they just opened the door for him. So why was he
Oh, slamming
climbing
the
up?
door.
Why was he? That looks stiff.
He
to get
presenting his butt. You know.
Oh yeah,
These
well,
fans are hyped to be right by Rowdy.
I think that's-
He's just down on his knees screaming.
Well, I think those guys that crouched down were definitely like, what was
juggalos.
they were? What was the kid's name that dated Meadow in The Sopranos? And he turned bad, and he had little goons. I
man,
can't remember his name. Richie's son.
cannot
I
remember.
swear to
I wanna say
God,
it was
those
Jake,
guys
but I think
were
that's
the goons. There they are. Oh, that's beautiful. But yeah, this is really all the match
Yeah.
is. It's not
Yeah,
not
they-
super fun. They work up and down the ring until
Is that real
Jackie.
Sting, or is that
until
Well, it's got to be Sting.
it's hard
look
to
at
say.
Look at the face.
We have a trench-coated man
Really?
wearing a mask, pointing a heavily wrapped bat at Hulk Hogan,
Mm.
distracting him for Roddy Piper. But yeah, this just becomes one of many fuckeries for the next, next 10 minutes or so.
This
God.
is the point when it loses any kind of chance to be much of anything.
You guys
It's like,
weren't-
oh my god, now there's
I was
another
gonna say
thing.
you weren't hyped for 7 Stings randomly popping up.
A bunch of stangs.
Sting!
I can't remember if this was before or after the big Nitro Sting moment, with all the Stings rushing the stage.
Before
I think this was before it. Yeah. So I mean, I love the multi-Sting, the meta Sting angle. I love that he's done that across his entire career. I love when he wears the plastic mask and takes it off to reveal the
my God,
exact
I
same
love that
face
gif
paint
so
underneath. I
fucking
think it's
much.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's done it. He's done it in every promotion that he's wrestled for, through his TNA years back into AEW, and I'm a fan of it. But
It's just not- it's
but
not
yeah, we
needed
can see
here.
it getting established hard right here.
It has no business in it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, they're really shoehorning Sting in. I feel like just to keep the thread going.
I'm never gonna complain when I see
Again,
Crow Sting, so that's all I'm saying.
But again, just like trying to escape when he can just walk out. So I don't understand. Like what's going on? I don't get it. This match
There's no
confused me.
point to any of it,
It's
really.
just, Hogan had to main event a pay-per-view, but he couldn't lose the
There's
titles.
stings everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, dear God.
But Piper, to his
Ev-
credit,
Eventually, he gets him. Yeah. He gets him locked into the sleeper hold, and I believe this is the only way Hulk Hogan will
must die.
allow himself to be submitted.
they never do this
Yeah,
anymore.
he's
By
gotta-
the way,
he's
they
gotta
never
look
do
like
the
a cool
arm
guy.
raise and the drop. They don't do that.
I know.
anymore.
It was,
It was my favorite thing because on 2
you always
you
get
knew
the-
it was coming. Yeah, he was going.
but it,
oh,
yes,
he's alive.
they put it in like one game, and I thought it was the coolest shit ever. In like fucking 2006 or something.
But now they just say like, "Oh, he's passed out. All right, end of the match.
Yeah, he's
You
dead.
Yep.
Yeah, Macho Man
You can
comes
vote-
out,
you
gets
can thank
promptly
MMA
thrown
for
on
that,
his
Sean.
ass.
Can we
yeah.
talk about the
That's
bump that
100%
Macho
yes,
Man
bro.
does? We gotta talk like Macho Man jumping off the top is like
Dude,
the
that shit
craziest
was
thing ever.
Yeah.
was crazy.
Macho Man comes, he climbs
That-
the cage, and he does like an elbow drop, like a standing elbow drop off the top of the cage that is horrific. Like it just, his legs just give out on him as he lands.
Definitely, took some years off his knees.
And he basically
Oh, yeah.
hits Hogan anyway, and then he gets immediately tossed out of the ring for his troubles. So
So the way this pay-per-view ended,
it's horrible.
fucking weird. It was like a weird
Yeah.
fake fan jump in.
Well, yeah,
So,
Yeah.
they wanted to get more heat on Hogan. They wanted to play up that Roddy's getting beat up and that people are trying to save him. And,
sorry, I
and
forgot
a
we haven't
fan
gotten
in
to
a
that
painted Sting mask has climbed over the cage and has come into the ring. And security, I guess, stops him, but Hogan and Savage go after him.
Well, at first, like it looked like it was real, like the way he was climbing
first.
over, and then when he gets into the ring, the fake Sting,
Yeah,
is, like,
one of the
holding
fake
him
Sting
up against the
tackles him.
cage.
Yeah,
But then
Yeah.
they get him into the ring and start throwing work punches to
yeah.
him.
Like
Yeah.
for some
And
reason,
that's the
Hogan and
giveaway.
Macho Man.
Yeah.
out of nowhere, hone in on him, and like, yeah, let's beat this guy up.
We are looking at 100% work punches right there, and and it is very well known that when a fan actually gets in the ring, they will demolish.
The ref will get some
Savage
punches in.
especially.
Like the ref did not punch him at all, and that's
Savage, especially like you
ring
said.
announcer.
Savage loves to beat the fucking brakes off of fans. Like
fans that jump in the ring, he's not just gonna. He wasn't just gonna beat up a fan for no reason.
But
I mean, he almost swung on little baby Sting a second ago, so
that's true.
This is a problem for him.
Definitely a plant.
Because it kept on happening. It like encouraged people to do it. And I don't know if you remember the Nitro where Sting comes to confront the NWO, and like all the lights turn out, and Sting's supposed to come rush to the ring and beat up the NWO, but he couldn't because fans had started storming the ring, and like they couldn't do it because this shit they encouraged.
Dumbasses.
But so
kayfabe was alive, boys.
It's weird because so Piper's like handcuffed to the cage, getting the shit beat out of him. The fan, like this fake fan that they're putting, like they're dragging him out, and then the pay-per-view just abruptly ends. Like, why would you want to end on this fake fan getting in?
Chaos.
I don't get it.
Yeah,
that was
WCW.
A really weird way to end the show, to have this fake fan come in and get like I don't.
Well, you know who looks strong at the end of this pay-per-view still, brother?
The guys who drugged out the fake fan.
That's right, brother.
Well, we're just watching the credits go by. There's a guy running the Steadicam.
Gunner.
There's a guy on the camera named Gunner. Steadicam is run by Snake. Some guy named Snake.
Gunner
Snake. I don't know no Snake.
Yeah. That guy definitely had a
Home Alone. Jesus Christ,
that guy
there he is.
definitely had a tattoo of a snake on his arm.
100%.
Oh man, he drove a really cool car. How did he sound on the Simpsons? Wasn't that the badass guy?
Oh, little Bart
dude. What's up, Bart dude?
I'm gonna rob
like a
this
little bit
whole
more
store.
dangerous auto.
This store.
Yeah. That's fun. Fantastic. Well, yeah, I mean, that's ending in traditional WCW fashion. They mentioned that they were out of time. That happened to me every time I watched. They would cut off mid-match. They could not get through it. And when you got that many run-on brothers,
I believe Tony said they were like very out of time or something like that, which is like you're more out of time than you like.
We're super duper out of time.
Wait until next year.
We're missing the weather. But yeah, I say, guys, that was a great example of why we love Halloween Havoc. Great set pieces.
An absolute
silliness abounds, with a little good wrestling sprinkled on it.
That was a show.
Yeah, that happened.
That definitely happened, and nobody can take that away from us.
We can't get those hours back either. So
I would keep the first hour and a half.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But that second hour and a half, no,
rough. Yep. But we made it.
Yeah.
Just in time for Christmas.
I don't know where the hell we're going from here, though.
I mean,
do we have anything on the docket?
Well, it's just a brief, next year we'll have Halloween Havoc 1996, so look forward to that. That's headlined by Hogan versus Savage.
Oh.
Okay.
And we'll have Diamond Dallas Page versus Eddie Guerrero, and Dean Malenko versus Rey Mysterio.
I don't want to wait a year for that.
Yeah, why did we?
Quit telling me all this.
Can't watch it till then, yeah. So yeah, anyway,
we can't.
What else are we doing? What's next?
I mean, I have suggestions. You're not
Father
going
the heel wrestler.
That's kind of the idea.
I wouldn't hate if we had another movie night, but I understand if you guys wouldn't
care.
want
I'm with
to.
it.
This is a free. It's going to be on a different service, but it is a free platform. Are you familiar?
Yeah, I
with
just
Tubi?
watched a documentary on there the other day.
Have you ever used Tubi? Tubi is fantastic, and let me pull up my list. All right, first on the list, Zombievers. Oh no, that's a different list. I'm so sorry.
That's your point.
That's a whole different list. His first is my first one is all blacks on. Oh wait, what?
Big booty.
It wasn't by accident. It is on there.
I've watched Zombievers. Bill Burr's in that movie, I believe.
Bill Burr is in
believe
Zombievers?
so.
That's great. But if you haven't noticed, on Tubi there's a lot of movies featuring wrestlers. I was very pleased to find just a couple that stood out to me. I knew, a bunch of Stone Cold. I know nothing about either of these Stone Cold movies. One is called Damage. One is called Knockout. Knockout is a boxing movie. The first one, Damage, he's standing there holding
So
chains. I refuse to read the
damage to
description.
things? Is that
He's
what it
just
is?
standing.
He's hitting things with chains.
Yeah, going into the older school.
Oh, in Damaged, he
though,
plays
we have-
he plays John Brickner.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
His family
Brick
got
has a
killed,
brick in
didn't
it.
His plans for a more peaceful existence are dashed.
Now, you can
Yeah, what's
consider
the next?
that,
Sorry.
or there is starring
God.
Hulk Hogan. There's the Secret
Oh,
Agent
God.
Club.
Yes.
That one. Or starring Roddy Piper. Hell Comes to
Yes.
Frogtown.
Oh,
I don't know what the hell.
Are we ever
going
gonna watch? what's his
That's a
famous
horror
one,
movie.
David?
Okay, hold on. Okay, guys, this one might be decided. From 1988, an hour and a half long, in a post-apocalyptic world
Yes.
dominated by mutant humanoid frogs, the survival of the human race falls on women finding the few remaining
Yes.
fertile men.
I don't know, man.
That's
My
settled.
vote is going for the Secret Agent Club because it
Tell me
looks
what
like
that
Hulk
one's
Hogan
about.
plays two characters
Okay.
in that movie.
oh my God! What is this? Twins?
Look at
Just a year earlier than we just saw him, 1996.
Oh, is this
an
where he has
hour
the
and a half
stupid
long,
wig?
A toy
He's
seller's,
got hair on the top of his head.
a toy seller's gentle giant persona hides the fact that he's really a globe-trotting elite secret agent working for the government's peace.
I kind of want to see the
efforts.
rowdy one. I'm not gonna lie. That one seems like it's gonna be so much dumber. So much.
It
Yeah.
seems insane. But Sean, you're the tiebreaker.
Oh, it's on me.
Tiebreaker. Tyler says
Yes.
counts for two.
yeah, because I want to watch the Secret Agent Club, so it's
Oh wait, yeah. Oh shit. Well, no, yeah, it would be me and Skylar versus Secret Agent Club. If it depends on what Sean picks, I guess. If he picks
We'll have
Secret
to, like,
Agent Club,
flip a
we'll
coin or
be
something.
tied.
Oh boy. I'm gonna have to go frog people.
Dude, yes,
I can't. I can't.
Then we can
stop
do Alex
thinking about
Jones
fucking.
voices about frogs.
Yeah, like it's just.
Oh man, all the
We've
frogs. are
done
gone.
a Roddy sci-fi before. We may as well, carry
But
on.
have
into...
we watched? Now I'm like, have you watched many Hogan movies? Even though fuck Hogan.
Fuck Hogan. Roddy and frog people. What's not to
All right,
love?
let's do it.
I haven't. I mean, I feel like if we go Hogan, we got to go
never
Suburban
watched that
Commando
one. Eventually
or
we're gonna watch
Mr.
They Live.
Mom or whatever.
Eventually, we'll watch this good movie.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a heavy hitter. But guys, we have gone
Yeah.
so
Ooh,
heavy
yeah,
today.
ridiculous.
I think we're closing in on 2 hours.
Yeah.
That's the dangerous and having a good time. We're long overdue. Count this as a couple
There
shoot
you
shows
go.
rolled
chatting
into
and
one.
happening.
Making up for
Chatting and
Halloween.
having
That's what
fun.
we need to call this. Chat laugh.
Yeah, and barring any other of us falling ill with the coronavirus, we will be back
Just
sooner
like
than
James
we
Bond,
have
There you
been.
go.
Will return.
I almost said I promise it, but I don't. We're gonna do our very best to come back and watch a little Hell Comes to Frogtown
That's right.
with us
Hell
next-
comes to
Alright.
frog. I love the name
next
already.
time. Hell
Yeah,
Comes to Frogtown.
it's
oh yeah,
something. Yeah, I'll see.
look up the
I've seen it.
cover art. is
You've
beautiful.
seen this movie?
but
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
does hell come?
That's why I haven't said much. I don't want to give
Oh,
anything
okay,
away.
okay.
It's
Okay.
like
I'm zipping my
no
lips.
spoilers.
Oh, well, we'll find
All
out.
right, guys. Well, until then,
Fuck yeah, though.
keep up with us on the social medias. We're still on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Search The Shoot Show and you'll find us. Or you can still call The Shoot Show hotline,
Fucking
4132-I-SHOOT. Hell is in Frogtown, apparently. Where else is hell?
Michigan.
I don't know. It's about to be in most shopping stores right now. When Mariah Carey comes back to haunt us all until the first of the year. Jesus Christ,
I
it's
know.
almost Christmas, guys.
I've only gotten Lulu something. I haven't done any other shopping.
I don't want it. I don't want it. But all right, guys. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and let's find out about them Helltown frogs.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Good talking.
All
Good
right,
talking
guys,
to you,
take it
boys.
easy.
We're recording tomorrow. I
Good
can't
times
wait.
as always. We'll see ya in 12 hours.
See
All
you
right,
later, guys.